Was nonchalant. I think he was just a guy that has always done everything we've asked him to do. He's never been a problem from that standpoint. He's always been a committed guy, but I think he was just kind of content being the backup and just kind of doing what we asked him to do, as opposed to, really just having that fire and that burning desire to be the guy. And that's what I've seen out of him. And it is. He's just, guy's mature, and he's just so much more confident and knowledgeable. And with that experience and knowledge comes the confidence. And that's what you see with a lot of different positions, not just quarterback, but he has really asserted himself. And it's been fun to watch. He probably had he hasn't really had a bad day, but today was his best day.
Depth on both sides of the line beginning to see some.
We got a couple guys. We'll get Joe and Mitch back Monday when we get back. They've been out the last couple of days. Mitch tweaked his hammy in the field goal. The grass was slick and just kind of slipped. And then Joe, one-on-one drill, stubbed his toe. So both of those guys were out today, but they'll be back when we get back going that Monday. Now that we've got this break, so we missed them.
Mitch
Hyatt and Gore. Those two guys there, so we're a little down, but so we hadn't really been able to really get them where we want them. And we've had to move a few guys around, but again, there's always a blessing in that too. We're Maverick, we're working both inside and outside. Really like what Mac's doing. Battle's having a really solid spring to this point. Norton, same thing. Crowder, it's a good group. It's a good group.
What have you seen out of the special teams units, particularly those returning guys?
Well, we're working a lot of people right now, but nothing until you really can kind of get going live. It's hard to really assess some of that stuff. But we're working all the drill work right now, hold-ups and angles and drops and things like that to help the return guy be better. Number one, that's where we've got to improve. It's just the schematic of it and execution of it. But we got TJ back and pleased with him, and Artavis will have him, and of course we got Ray coming in here. We think he's got a chance to be a return guy for us, pretty early in his career. Gallman, C.J. Fuller, a lot of those guys will be working in that role.
Dabo, with all the stuff the offenses are doing nowadays, is it more important now than ever to have a really good secondary?
Yeah, I don't think it's ever been any less important. I think it's always been important to have a great secondary, I guess I should say, because even back when I was playing in the I formation, they were so involved in the fits in the run game and reading the play action and things like that. It's just, and now it's more of a spread, just different, but it's the same too. I think the biggest thing is you got more DBs on the field now than ever. Most teams are playing some type of nickel personnel great majority of the time, because it's mostly 11 personnel in the game and a lot of 10 personnel. All I know is the front is much better when you're good in the secondary. You can have a great front and cover up for a little bit, but when you're really good in the secondary, you help that front a ton. So we definitely, I didn't think we had a great day today in the secondary, but we're very talented back there and very competitive, and guys are just doing a good job of being where they're supposed to be. And the first scrimmage that we had the other day, I thought they were outstanding.
Center position, the backup position in particular. What do you see now, those guys, considering the situation with Jay?
Well, that's where we miss Jay big time right now, because he obviously was a guy that could really help us there. But of course Ron's here, but Falcinelli Falcinelli's going to be a heck of a player. We really like him, and we know he can play guard and be a really good guard. But we're kind of training him at center, working Crowder at center. So we've got those three guys in Giella. So we got four guys that we're rolling, and Zach Riggs is a guy that should throw out there as well. He's developing. He was a kid that walked on here as a tight end, had some ability, had some smaller school opportunities, but wanted to kind of chase it here at Clemson. And made that move to center, and he's a guy that is developing nicely for us. So we got, you know, those 5 guys are who we're repping. You know, Justin is the most inconsistent from a snap standpoint right now, but it's new to him. But we're, you know, videoing them and got a little snap cam and all that where they can really study those guys, putting a lot of emphasis on that. As we know, you know, it all starts with the snap, and a game can be changed quickly with just a very simple fundamental. So
What's realistic for Jay? First session, summer workouts in May?
I have no expectations. I really don't have any expectations on him. You know, he's not in school. You know, I hope. My hope is that he's back here for summer 1. But I don't. You know, I just want him to get well. I don't really have any expectations or cutoffs or anything like that. I mean, it's just, you know, I have no idea. I just hope that he can get well and rejoin us for sure.
Jordan Leggett taking a superior role with that group, or
Yeah.
are you still?
Leggett has been really good. 6 days, and he's been just steady Eddie. Very workmanlike. He's really provided good leadership for Milan and Cannon. You know, he's kind of the Lone Ranger out there right now at that position. But he's doing well. He's a matchup problem when he's healthy, and he's playing with confidence and playing fast. He can really do some things for us. I mean, we're better when we have a focused, healthy Jordan Leggett, and so hopefully that's what you're going to see this year, and he'll have his best year.
Changes you talked about with the secondary. How does that